Hi everybody! So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. As you can see, I have some things going on here. So I got these little MDF rings from my local craft store, and I'm using Craft Buddy's Extreme Sheen Decor Art metallic paint to paint them. So this one has had 2 coats. Look how gorgeous that is. This one has only had 1 coat. So what I want to do is I actually want to try and make a coaster. So I don't know if this is going to work. Let's put these aside. So what I'm going to be using today is some of the items that I got from Craft Buddies that I've been dying to use. Okay, so I got this little monstera leaf mold from Craft Buddies, and I'm going to use, let's get it out. Oopsie. Okay, so I want to actually make a monstera leaf and put it inside of the ring. I might put words, I'm not sure yet. This might just be a crafting thing. Maybe we'll incorporate cricket. I'm not sure. So I got these a while ago, these pearlescent powders, and I've been dying to use them. So look at that, that's so cool. Okay, so I've watched videos on people using this stuff. Never actually done it myself, so I could be doing it wrong. I've seen it where they mix it, and then I've seen it where they brush it on, and I'm gonna brush it on. That's so pretty. That is pretty. Oopsie. Wow, that is pretty. Oh my goodness, I actually don't know what I'm doing, but hey, let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. So I'm using some UV resin for this. Obviously I don't have epoxy, so let's go. We obviously don't want it to overflow, and we don't want to put too much all at once. That's so pretty though. Okay, then I wanted to use some alcohol ink to add a little bit of a darker green. I'm so scared this messes it up though, but let's go. Not too much. Wow. Okay, we may need some more alcohol ink. Okay, so we got 4 drops in there so far. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not sure. I'm so scared to burn it, so I'm gonna be super careful, and I hope that I don't ruin it. That's the wrong lighter. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Okay, so I started doing this off camera, but I thought I'd show you while it's drying. I'm just roughly cutting a piece of acetate. Oopsie, oopsie, just very roughly. So I want it to fit underneath here, but I want to be able to tape it. Again, don't know if this is gonna work, but we're experimenting, and that's fun. Oopsie. So you don't want it to be too small, that's going to be a problem. Okay, that should work. Okay, let's check to see if it has dried. Let's see. So we still need to add another coat because this is obviously way too thin, but I just wanted some color in there and I want to dry it slowly. But as you can see, it's still very very bendy, so we're going to let it go some more. Okay, it is dry. As you can see, it's lifting. So now we're going to fill this up because obviously we don't want it too thin. So now we're just going to fill it up with our normal resin. Oopsie, that went over. So I definitely think this could do with some more alcohol ink. It's looking very patchy. We don't want that, obviously. So we're going to put another 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. We're putting 5 more drops. So in total we've put 9 drops so far. I definitely like it darker. So I'm going to put 2 more drops, so that's what, 11 drops. I'm going to put 1 here and 1 here. I love it so far. It's so pretty. At first I didn't want it too dark, but I kind of like it darker, to be honest. Okay, a little bit more resin. That is pretty. Okay, I'm going to let that dry and then we will carry on. Okay, so while that is drying, we're going to get our ring ready again. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. So I'm using some tape and I'm going to tape this down. Sorry. And you want to make sure that's down nicely because you don't want it to leak through anywhere. Oopsie. So I'm just pressing it down and then taping and making sure that my tape overlaps with each other. And you do kind of want it nice and tight. So try and like make sure that it's not sagging. I think it's gonna work. I don't know. Okay, so it's all smooth on the inside. Okay, and then I want to dust it again. This time I want to dust it with some white, I think. Let's try the whites. As you can see, I'm kind of just dabbing it because then you don't get lines. Okay, I think that's ready. Oh, that looks messy. Okay, so as you can see, it's lifting. This is so exciting. So I don't think this is completely dry yet, but it will, yeah, okay, let's let it dry a little bit more because it's bending a lot. And as you can see, it's still super sticky. Okay, I've let it dry some more. Now we're going to very gently unmold it, demold it, what's the word? I don't know. So it's still very bendy, but we're going to dry it again with, oh, this is so cool. Wow. Okay, so that's super sticky. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a thin layer of resin in here. Okay, it's not going to be a thin layer because we need to get it everywhere apparently. Okay, and then we're going to press this flat into here. Oopsie, I got resin on me. But as you can see, it is still super sticky. And basically what we want is that we just want it to be flat down in there. Okay, and then we're going to add some gold leaf, of course. Yeah. You know how much I love gold leaf. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more because there's none on this side. Well, we're adding a lot more apparently. And again, we are going to push this down because as you can see, it's curled. Oopsie. I'm getting resin on my fingers, but it's fine. It's completely fine. And then, oopsie, wrong one. Spread it out a little over here. Okay, now we're going to let this dry. This is going to need more drying time than the leaf, and remembering that the leaf was not completely dry. So I'm going to put this under for quite some time. And in between, I'm actually going to stop it and press our beautiful leaf down. This actually seems to be one of those crafts that somehow is working out, and I don't know if I had much hope for it. So that is our base so far. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually just fill it up with the resin. It's looking pretty good though. And remember, this is all done with UV resin, so Let's get rid of our bubbles. You can see quite a few there. That one seems to be in, but it's fine. Not a train smash. Okay, and then we're going to let this dry, and then hopefully we're going to do the big reveal. But I think it's looking pretty cool. So we're going to let it sit for a bit. As you can see, it started pouring over. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put some words, I think, or maybe not. I'm not sure yet. And then we're going to add another layer and just sort of cover the ring. I think we could do that now even. Okay, we're gonna let this dry now. I think it's looking so cool. I love it. I love it. We're gonna let it dry, and then we're going to take the bottom off and see if there's anything else that we need to fix on it. Okay, so we had a bit of a boo-boo. It started overflowing, so while it was still sort of damp, I did pull it off. So I'm just gonna have to clean up the edges. We're now going to take the bottom off and hope for the best. So as you can see, the acetate is stuck to it. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So maybe the acetate isn't the best idea if you don't want it to become part of it. I think this is pretty cool though. It's gonna probably need another coat of resin just to even it out. So let us use the knife just to slice here. Because that is giving us a bulge. Oopsie, I just cut into it. Oh no. There we are. It's working. As you can see there, we had a bubble or two. Wow, that worked though. Look at that. That is so cool. So I'm going to give it another thin coat, and I'm actually going to clean up the edges. I don't know if I should even just bother about this. I mean, I could fill it from the bottom. You can hardly even notice it though. Right now I'm just pushing it in there. This is so cool though. The bottom doesn't look so pretty, but what you can do is you can put felt over that so that it's not noticeable. It's so nice and dry right now. Okay, so I'm going to put another thin coat of resin, and this is going to be like our sealer coat, so we don't want to put too much. I know that seems like a lot, but it is a large object. And we're going to drag this around so that it goes everywhere. I think this is so pretty. Okay, I think that is perfect. Okay, we're gonna put this under the lamp somehow. So the final thing we need to do, I love it, look at it, how cool is that? That is pretty. So the final thing we need to do is obviously clean up the edges. So we're just going to see if there's any overhang and just kind of get that off. Not too stressed about the paint because we are going to redo that. That's fine. That's fine. There we are. Okay, and then we're going to redo the paint job. Probably should have just done that last. The bottom doesn't look too pretty, but I guess I could make it prettier if I wanted to. But again, it's the bottom, so oopsie, that's a bit much paint. Ta-da! I think that turned out super cute. That it was such a quick and easy coaster. So I'm actually going to use the rest of the paint to finish off my previous one. But I think that's going to be another video. So I have these cute little daisies that I want to try out. So I'm thinking of maybe doing colored daisies inside of that one. So I will probably do that with you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new and I hope you had fun.